and gentlemen.
Wake up! Wake up! It's Monday morning. What's up, everybody? It is Oscars morning, Oscars nominations morning. It's also the week of Justice League morning. It's also the week of In the Heights dropping a new trailer morning. It is so much going on in the world of entertainment. We are going to talk about it all on SEN Live. Do not adjust your sets. I am not Kate Mulligan. I am not Kate Mulligan. I am the outlaw Joan Rocha. And I would have to say this proudly, sitting in for my sister, Kate Mulligan, and my brother, Kristian Harloff. What a fantastic job the ladies did last week. Saw all the clips, listened to a couple of the shows. Much love to all these amazing ladies, and we're lucky to have one of them here today with us as well. But let's introduce everybody hanging out on the panel today. I am the outlaw Joan Rocha, sitting in, as I said, for Kristian Harloff. Over there to my right is one of those beautiful, intelligent, and talented ladies, Steph Sabraw. How are you?
What's up, boys? Happy Monday. I agree with you, Rocha. I needed to wake up. I have my coffee here. I'm ready to wake up and party with y'all.
That's right.
Nice to see you all again.
You too, Steph. I missed you. Brett Sheridan is here as well. Brett, what's the rumor? Are you going to match Roxy by showing us what a hemorrhoid looks like coming out of your butthole to match birth? Is this true? Is there rumors?
Hey, if we hit that 5,000 mark, I'll do anything.
Much respect. One of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. Over there, Alex Marzoña is here as well. How are you, Alex?
Lights up on SEN Live. About to break a day. I wake up and I got little Rocha to chase away.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
¿Dónde están mis frijoles? All right. And of course, hanging out and apparently, I don't know, audition. Ryan Nilsen, how are you? Nice
Guys, it's the SNYDER CUT review Monday. No, it's Oscar nominations, you guys.
Oh.
I don't get to bring out the gold satin tie that often, especially
Nice.
COVID. I think this is the first time I've put this on. Joseph A. Bank.
Oh,
Ooh.
Joseph A. Bank.
they're so rich, they don't even have to put their first name in their logo. It's just J-O-S.
JOS. And we're
You
going
do
to
the
make
math.
some Joseph A. Bank today. Am I
No,
right?
I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah, let's
got-
turn the SCHMOEDOWN on.
Oh, turn it on. Turning it on.
We got. Oh, is it?
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
good.
Now it's good. Okay. Good.
All right, we're good to go.
Yes.
So much we're going to get into and talk about. Obviously, the Oscars is going to lead the way, but I do want to say one last thing, and that's a massive shout out again to Kate Mulligan, to Steph Sabraw, to Roxy Stryer, to Sabrina Ramirez, to Bonnie Somerville, to all the people involved last week, that incredible week, respecting and honoring International Women's Day, making it International Women's Week. And so great to see so many of you all, Steph, having a great time, having a blast, and a multicultural panel as well, which was great to see as well. So what's your feeling now? Have you recovered from that week? There's a lot. Are you okay? Are you ready for another week?
Here's the thing about the power of the poussey. It will keep you going for life. I will be
That's
running
true.
off that energy forever. I'll be spreading the poussey love to you all today. No, it was such a blast. I mean, everyone who hosts with us on SEN are my favorite fucking people to work with, but it was really special to be able to zone in with just the women for a week.
Certainly. Yeah, that's great. That's so great. And you can go back and listen to all those episodes from last week. They had such a great time if you've missed any of them. But let's jump into the stuff today. Remember, Streamlabs, Superchats, SCHMOEDOWN. Those are all the important things we need to have rolling through the next couple of hours to keep us all coming back in whatever iteration it is to keep bringing you this kind of entertainment every morning, Monday through Friday on SEN Live. So, Alex, where should we start?
You guys know what my favorite topic of today is, but let's start with the main topic of the video. The review embargo is up for Zack Snyder's Justice League, and we have our first reactions to the 4-hour cut, most praising the movie and its ambition, and in comparison to the 2017 movie. Of course, there are some detractors saying it's overlong and indulgent, but Rocha, have you had a chance to see it yet? And if not, has what you heard made you more excited for Thursday?
I'll be honest with you. I've been so caught up with studying for Lightning Liz, Shannon Miller. I did not reach out to my contact at Warner Brothers to try to get a copy. I know Roxy Stryer has seen it. I know some people already are posting about the Real Rejects have seen it. Kristian Harloff saw it and apparently is dropping a review tomorrow of it. But we have lined up Mike Kalinowski to be our fourth on the Geek Buddies to review it later this week. So hopefully we'll get a chance to see it ahead of time. But I am so excited by all the reviews that are coming out for the movie. So positive from people I trust, whose opinions I admire, talking about it, calling it a quote-unquote masterpiece. Scott Menzel over at Hollywood Critics Association, not an easy man to convince to like your movie, thoroughly loved it. So that makes me so excited. Kevin McCarthy as well. So shout out to all of them who've been loving the movie. Steph, what's your reaction? Have you got a chance to see it? Did Roxy bring you over to watch it on one of the Roxy days? Like, have you seen it yet? What's your feeling?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I'm planning on seeing it this week. I didn't get a chance. I was wedding dress shopping with my twins, so the family had to come over. I couldn't allot if it wasn't a 4-hour film, I maybe could have wedged it in there. But but you know what? It's one of those films where I really don't usually care what critics have to say about films because I think we're all free thinkers and we can watch films for ourselves. Especially this movie, I don't care what people are saying because it's really about the triumph for Zack Snyder, I believe. And I'm totally with the way that, I mean, his fans and people of this who wanted to see this movie make it happen. Power to the people always. So in that sense, I'm just excited to watch it and see what this 4 hours has to offer. I'll be snacks ready, vibes prepared, and ready to indulge. And then I'll give a review later this week like you, Rocha.
Right on, right on. Sheridan, any thoughts on the positive responses you've been seeing? Overwhelmingly positive responses you've been seeing.
Well, Rocha, I actually reached out to my contact and realized I don't have a contact.
Oh.
So strangely enough, I have not seen this film. I usually get first one to see these sort of things, but I'll tell you what, from the trailers I've seen, damn, Steppenwolf is so spiky, yo. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to see it whenever, maybe next year. I don't know. You know when I catch things, it's always late.
Yeah, I love it. That's why you don't have a contact, because they're like, he's not going to watch this, even if I send it to him early. He's not going to watch it till
I
6
can't
months
remember
later.
if I saw the first one. I think I did. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Just years of waiting for the Snyder Cut, and they just give it to Brett Sheridan, and everyone's eyes are on his Twitter.
We can't watch it until Brett watches
Yeah.
it. No one's allowed to
Oh
say.
man. Ooh, if I had I'd lift that embargo years from now. Just talk about how great it is over and over again.
I would love that. Alex, what's been your reaction? They dropped a new trailer as well over the weekend, which I've got a reaction video coming out soon on that one. Loved it. What did you think of this new trailer? And are you excited by people's responses to it? And C, have you seen it? You have contacts. Have you seen it?
I have not seen it. I have not seen the trailer either.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm excited for the movie. I'm glad that people are liking it. Just inevitably, there's going to be backlash in about 72 hours. Like, oh, the critics are wrong, you know.
Right,
all
right.
these people suck, whatever. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably not going to watch it till Friday or Saturday just because I'm doing South by Southwest, and so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, those are the main movie days. So I'll be doing that. Won't be able to get to it this weekend, but if you want to see my early reaction to it, make sure you PayPal me, and you can see my private Twitter, and you can see what's going on there.
Hey.
Shots fired at my brother Jeff Snyder. Shots fired at
All
my
love,
brother.
all love.
all love. Listen, I almost tweeted out last night. For those of you who don't know, our brother Jeff Snyder in the SCHMOEDOWN tweeted out that he is creating a special Twitter account that you pay $20 a year to have access to, and you will get his personal thoughts about everything. Of course, he's still writing over there at Collider, dropping scoops and what have you. But he is going to be doing that, and he just went off on this multi-tweet thread, and I almost tweeted back like, "Can someone check on him and make sure he's okay. But that's Jeff. When he gets an idea in his mind, he's like a dog on a bone, man. He's like, "Arr." So he tried to tear some people apart. But, you know, when he was like, oh, people begging for Streamlabs Superchats. Jeff, the rest of us don't have secure jobs like you, son, so we have to go and find that money. So you're not in our camp, Chico. All right, Ryan Nilsen, what did you think about the first reactions and that new trailer?
Well, I missed his tweets, but I saw his match, which you can check out on the SCN YouTube channel, as well as Kristian Harloff's review, which I think did drop 30 minutes before we went live this morning of the Snyder Cut, which I did listen to, I think, most of. And what Kristian kind of touched on in his non-spoiler review is something I've really taken away from all these reviews, which is, one, I'm going to see this regardless. Two, if people have a problem with the runtime, I don't really care for that criticism because you know it's going to be 4 hours. It's too late. Yeah. But the one criticism of the runtime I am kind of interested in is a lot of people are saying this would just have not been released in theaters the way this one came out. I can't see a studio signing off on a 4-hour movie just from a money standpoint, and that's really only possible on an HBO Max. So it is going to be fascinating to see this finally. I can't wait. We talked about it for 4 years. It's finally here. But that is a good point. Like, even this one we're about to see, man, maybe this is for the best because we wouldn't have gotten a 4-hour epic in theaters. It probably would have been trimmed. It probably wouldn't have been this glorious, drawn-out story that we're about to see unfold on Thursday.
It's a great point. I mean, there have been 4-hour films in the past. Lawrence of Arabia, certainly a number of other films have come close to the 4-hour mark. They have intermissions usually. West Side Story was pretty long. That had an intermission, as Ben-Hur. So there have been in the past. And remember, before Titanic came out, people were saying the exact same things you were saying, Ryan. No one's going to see a 3-hour movie. No one's going to vote. And the thing, it made $1 billion. So you just never know the public's tastes. Of course, if you go to AMC, it's a 4.5-hour experience because you have 30 minutes of trailers. But like, if you were to release it with just 2 trailers ahead of time, I think people would go. And if you extended your hours and people were coming off of COVID and wanting to come back to the theater, I think you could make your money down the road. But you're probably right. No studio was probably going to sign off on a 4-hour movie. Even though Endgame was 3 hours and 45 minutes, right?
Just 3 hours.
Just 3, I think.
Just
which
3
is
hours.
long. Like,
3 in 1.
Point taken, but that extra hour really does limit the number of screens. Like, that is a legitimate number. And I do think it's great that we're getting the whole 4-hour cut, and I'm just so excited to see it.
Me too. That moment between Victor Stone and his dad in the new trailer almost broke me. Just the trailer. So I know if what happens that I think happens in the movie, I'm gonna be a mess in my bedroom. I mean, in my room, rather. And my girlfriend's gonna come in here and be like, "What is wrong with you? Are you okay? Stop crying."
It's also exciting in the sense that for so long, and still to this day in a lot of sense, studios and networks control everything.
Yeah.
They control the viewing experience. They tell us how long that we should like movies, how long we should be seated for it, what movies will come out, how they will come out. And social media is like, hold our fucking beer. We're going to keep screaming, kicking, and yelling until we get kind of what we want. And I think it's a powerful statement in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steph. Absolutely. This is a powerful statement by the people. Guess who decides if your movie is good or not? The critics do, but guess who you make money off of? The people. That's who makes the money. That's what puts you in position to be successful in this business, and that's what matters. And so this is just an anomaly. People are trying to say, oh, I've seen all the articles come out recently. Oh, this is a bellwether. This is a bad thing, blah, blah. No, this is an anomaly. So many things had to happen for this to happen. It's a rarity. You had to have a filmmaker that people supremely enjoyed and loved behind the scenes in such large numbers like Zack Snyder. Nobody talks ill of Zack Snyder who works with him. Nobody. And that goes a long way with the fandom. And then you had to have a movie that people wanted to see. And as Steph pointed out, people had to feel this need to fight for something that was taken away from somebody. And those of us who are in this business, and many of you who are listening who are not in this business, I'm sure you've had projects or assignments or stuff you've worked on that someone else took credit for, someone else took away from you, someone else came in and kind of pushed you out, and you hate that feeling. So there was a sense almost subconsciously where there was a feeling like you could connect to that on a universal level and push this forward. Is this going to work for everybody? No. This is just an anomaly. So I don't understand people getting all upset about it. I think it's a great thing.
Dare I say justice?
Oh my God. Wow.
I think it's a great.
Those
way to put
creators
that.
don't want to have a 4-hour movie. So when they do,
Right.
it's saying something. Like, this isn't going to be every creator's now like, oh, I get the opportunity to make a 4-hour film. Most people don't have to tell their story in 4 hours.
Yeah. Although I would take an outlaw 4-hour documentary. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Me too, and I would watch that happily, Rocha. I'm a fan. Let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
The 4-hour Rocha cut releasing, coward.
I hear you make
Sheridan, what about you? Do you think well, here's this. If the reviews are great and the numbers are astronomical, off the charts, and overall this thing's got a 90%, 85% of Rotten Tomatoes, does the clamor now start to get louder for Zack Snyder to come back and keep going down this path? What do you think?
I'd say yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my short answer. I don't know what you're talking about. No, yeah, of course. I think if it's successful, he will continue. Yes. I think that's how things usually go, right?
Are you
If
saying yes to the
if you
draft?
shit the bed on something, you kind of disappear a little bit.
Well, I don't know, because Hamada said that his Justice League is essentially a cul-de-sac, which means like you just kind of turn around and around. But what do you think, Alex? Do you think there'd be any way they could bring Snyder back to have a shot at this thing a second go around? Do you think, or is it just kind of like this is just what it is? It's a precious thing, and it'll never come again.
I think it's more like that. Zack Snyder, I think he's probably going to move on to other projects. He's got his other movie coming out on Netflix.
Yeah.
So he's establishing a relationship with other networks. So I think it'll be a one-off thing.
Probably other networks that'll let him have his 4-hour cut if he wants to have a 4-hour
Exactly.
cut, right, Ryan?
Probably that. I do, however, think it would be a mistake. And again, I haven't seen the movie, so I need to see it first, but I have to imagine it's better than the one we got in 2017. I think it'd be a mistake to not continue the universe with this being the one now in canon. Whether that's with Zack Snyder or not, I hope that the story told in this one is the one that they sequelize, continue off of. And man, if Zack Snyder does come back down the road, that's super exciting. But also, the guy's done 3, technically 4 movies for this universe, over 10 hours of content. I also just want to see him kind of go somewhere else. And if this is the last thing he touches in the DCEU, I'll be happy with that. But I really do think it'd be a mistake if they didn't continue off this one.
Okay, all right. Are there any reviews that stood out to you, Alex? You got your finger on the pulse of people's thoughts on this film.
I just saw that Jay Washington and I think Cameron Rice had SCHMOEDOWN community friends. They didn't like it very much. I think Jay posted a whole spoiler review about it, and I'm just curious to see what they thought was so bad about it. So.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised. Jay has been against this thing from the beginning, and I'm not trying to cast any aspersions against Jay, but Jay's been against it from the beginning, so I'm not surprised he's predisposed to maybe not be the biggest fan of it. Lon Harris, another friend in the SCHMOEDOWN community, has been making fun of it for a number of months, so I'm not surprised if they come out with a negative take. But Owen Gleiberman over at Variety said it's a knockout. So, I mean, like, Owen is tough to, if you ever read Owen's reviews, he's a tough guy to please as well, so I'm seeing from these notable critics some very positive reactions overall, and that's making me happy.
Yeah. I saw this one tweet. I pulled it up again. The Justice League, this is from Whitney Friedlander. The Justice League reviews coming out in tandem with Oscar nominations. It's like asking to make one giant film Twitter destined to destroy all life on Earth.
Yo, this is film Twitter's biggest day, maybe.
Yeah, like everyone woke up like, let's start drama.
Chaos.
Yeah, we'll see. IGN gives it 4 stars. Let's see. Screen Rant only gave it 3.
3 out of 5.
So
3 out of 5.
yeah, 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. Sorry, 3 out of 5. Yes. Roger Ebert gave it 3.5.
From the grave. Wow.
Cut from the grave. Yeah. Reached out with his cold, dead hand.
He had to see it. Man, this movie's magical.
Justice.
Terrible. Sorry. From the grave. Have we heard from Siskel? I don't know.
Unbelievable.
The Guardian over there in Britain gave it 4 stars. Peter Bradshaw over there. So, I mean.
Hello, I give it 4 stars.
4 stars.
Well, that's probably what he said.
4 stars.
Roxy
let's see.
had a lot of positive things to say about it. She tweeted,
Yeah.
she's glad that the supporters got made, were respectful and kind. She's so happy to have been, she's so happy she had seen it, and she did a whole list of her takeaways, which you guys can check out. I'm not going to read them because
that's
they
awesome.
might be kind of spoilery.
Okay. All right. So you don't want to, unless you've seen it, you might go into spoiler territory. Is that what you're saying?
The list specific, so just for all those who are like really trying to stay away from spoilers, a lot of it was like praising Cyborg and the more content around there.
Well, Justin Chang on the LA Times said the movie, the wait was long, and so is the movie. So you're right. What you mentioned earlier, Alex, that there are some people saying it's a bit too long, but so just like any Zack Snyder film, it's going to divide, but I'm seeing more people of note giving it love than I did on the first go-around in that first Justice League that was dropped by Joss Whedon and them. So that's a positive overall. Anyway, all right, so it'll come out Friday. It comes out Friday or Thursday night, midnight, HBO Max. If you got it, you're going to get a chance to watch this thing 4 hours. Please, for the love of God, get a nap in. Do all the things you got to do. If you're going to watch it at midnight when it drops, for the love of God, sleep from 8 to 12, then wake up, turn it on, and watch it. Don't watch it while you're half awake and half asleep. You're not going to get the full effect of what Zack Snyder wants you to see. All right, that's it. If they clip this thing out, then please give it a like, subscribe to the SEN network, leave us a comment down below as well, and tell people how much you're enjoying this thing. All right, now that all of you have been relaxed and enjoying our analysis, it's 10:24 here on the West Coast. We've got barely $15. So, look, I know I'm not Kate Mulligan. I'm not doing this yet, but God damn it, give us some love for the love of God. Let us get out of the first hour close to that $500. Send in your Streamlabs Superchats and SCHMOEDOWN. Let's do this thing. What have we got next here, Alex?
All right, next thing we got this morning is Oscar nominations. They were announced this morning with 8 films getting a Best Picture nomination. Top nominees include Mank with 10, Nomadland, Trial of the Chicago 7, Sound of Metal, Minari, Judas and the Black Messiah, and The Father, all getting 6. Nice. Promising Young Woman and Ma Rainey's Black Bottom were also multiple nominees. Also notable is the amount of Asians. A solid director's slate, absences of Tenet in sound and score categories, Ma Rainey's in One Night in Miami snubbed in the Best Picture, etc., etc. Rocha, what do you think of the nominations? And dear God, do I have to watch Hellbilly Elegy?
You do have to watch Hellbilly Elegy. I will toss it back to you both, you and Steph. You guys tell us what you think here. You're seeing so many great Asian nominees, throughout all the categories for very well-deserved reasons and very well-deserved movies. So talk to me both what you felt like this morning seeing these nominations.
Well, I think finally we're starting to see actual representation and not just like pity representation. These films are fucking fire. They have been fucking fire, and now they're finally being properly recognized. So I just want to read some of like the accolades that we're seeing today that matter. Steven Yeun, first Asian American actor nominated for Best Actor Oscar. Judas and the Black Messiah makes history with first all-black production team nominated for Best Picture. That's Ryan Coogler, Charles King, and Shaka King. And Riz Ahmed makes history as the first Muslim in lead actor category. Chloe Zhao creates Oscar history, the first woman to receive 4 Oscar noms in a single year. These are just this is what it's all about. This is such an important moment. These are such incredible creators. Ryan Coogler's first Oscar nomination for someone who's been working in the industry and making great films for so long. So it's just really exciting to see the stride and the tide turning and representing people. It's going to make I just know that there's so many kids now that are going to see people that look like them nominated that, we didn't get to see growing up. Like, you never got to see Asian people being nominated, Muslim people being nominated, and then being recognized not just for who they are, like how they were raised and what background they come from, but just making great art.
Yeah, agreed. Alex, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I love the representation here. We got plenty of Asians. We got two Asians in the Best Director category as well. Best Actor, sadly, Delroy Lindo wasn't nominated. Then that would have had only one white male in the Best Actor race, which would have been another first time, but still great. Like, all around, I think they pretty much got it right. I don't really have any problems with this. Paul Raci in Sound of Metal also got supporting actor. There's no, like, he has a disability, right? And everyone else is a person of color, so that's a really interesting way to look at that too. I think they mostly got everything right here with their nominations this morning, and I'm very happy with this.
Yeah, for me overall, mostly satisfying. I agree. However, One Night in Miami not getting a nomination for Best Picture is a big snub for me on my end. Delphi Bloods, and I'm gonna bang this drum along with my aforementioned friend Jeff Snyder. The Invisible Man. The Invisible Man getting no love for Elizabeth Moss, no love for the film, and really the big snub for me is Benjamin Wolfish's score for Invisible Man is absolutely excellent. It's on par with anything else that was nominated in that category. I was really mad about that snub. Delroy Lindo, certainly Regina King getting snubbed, and Spike Lee. That was kind of surprising. I haven't seen that. Is it Thomas Vintner? Is that who the director is?
Vinterberg, yeah.
Yeah, Vinterberg. I haven't seen that film yet, so I'm going to reserve my overall anger about it just until I see the film, because you got to be knowledgeable when you speak about these things. But that being said, I'm not the happiest that happened. I was surprised that original screenplay didn't go to Mank. I thought the screenplay was really one of the number one things, along with Amanda Seyfried's performance, which was great to see her nominated overall. And I was kind of shocked that there was no love for Palm Springs. What the fuck? That was a damn good movie. Give it some kind of love. A screenplay. Christian Milioti was fantastic as in that movie as well. So just some of the snubs for me. But yes, overall, I think they mostly got it right, but some things to nitpick for sure. Brett, any thoughts on this? Or Ryan, any thoughts on this?
I think, Beyonce's 28th win. I mean, she's the most decorated female Grammy winner of all time. So
28th, man.
That's what I was watching yesterday. Yeah, I don't know what's snubbed and not. I actually watched some films. That's a big thing over the last week. I saw Coming to America 2. I saw Moxie, and I just the other night cried my eyes out watching In and of Itself.
Oh my dude, I just saw it too. Sorry.
That is just like
Die.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
It's So anyway, I don't want to build that up too much, but yeah, I don't know who got snubbed, but I'm happy for my Asian compadres that they're getting the representation they deserve, and I feel bad for anybody got snubbed. I always feel bad for those snubs.
Yeah,
like The Weeknd didn't get any Grammy nominations. Dude had a top song on 100 list for what, 15 years now, right? I mean, what is
16, yeah.
You can't nominate a guy who can't get out of the gold walls, you know. He's still there.
Gosh.
You don't know if he's going to show up at the ceremony. Ryan, what's your thoughts on all this?
Oh, Dua Lipa's amazing dancer.
Oh God, dude!
I
showed how much. Oh, sorry, Ryan. I just showed a little too much how much I appreciated Dua Lipa last night in front of my wife.
You and Bad Bunny. Dua Lipa is
she
so
should host the
lovable.
Oscars this year, I think. I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
Completely fine with it.
I think everyone would.
I want to see her perform all the original song categories. Everything. Sorry.
Don't apologize.
Turn the AC on. I think I tweeted this out this morning. Honestly, I think that these noms are pretty solid. I'm not really angry about anything. I don't think there are any major snubs. There are definitely some people I wish got nominated, but no one that I thought actually had a chance at taking the award home. But at the end of the day, like, it is important to recognize people. Like, the nominations are almost bigger than the awards in many sense. Yeah. I have just been never on this Trial of Chicago 7 hype train.
Yeah.
I've been really underwhelmed. I'm not against the message in that movie. I just think no one who that message is for is going to see this movie, and it wasn't done in a really... Honestly, it's just subpar Aaron Sorkin stuff. Like, I think he's incredible. I watched one scene from West Wing last night. I was like, that was better than the whole film. And... So I've just been really, if that one got taken out, maybe a bunch of other people would have got recognized. But whatever. The Sacha Baron Cohen for Trial instead of
Curtis
Borat
Lopez
really
donated $20.
surprising.
Why the fuck are Keith and Daniel both considered supporting roles?
Yeah.
Who did WB consider the lead then when campaigning? Did they see the fucking movie? Did they think Martin Sheen as J. Edgar fucking Hoover was the lead?
That was amazing, Curtis. Yeah, I definitely think Daniel Kaluuya is supporting in that.
Yes.
Keith is absolutely a lead, and since he was
story.
nominated, he's going to win. It's that classic, like, Christoph Waltz for Django and Glorious Bastards. He could be considered a lead, but he has so much screen time, he's going to take it home. So that is an interesting bit. The one snub, dare I say, I think was actually for documentary. Because there's this doc, Dick Johnson is Dead, that I thought was just...
Oh, I heard that's incredible.
Yeah, I wish I'd that got. But everything else, really, really satisfied this year.
I thought the All In documentary got snubbed too, the Stacey Abrams one, which I think was really powerful.
Oh my
God! Democracy.
That's a really good call, John.
So incredible, John. Yeah,
now,
I
whatever
agree
side
that.
of the fence you're on, it's still about democracy. That's what the thing was about. So yeah. Sorry. What were you saying, Alex? I'm gonna cut you off. Sorry.
Also, Boys State. I watched that this weekend as well.
Dude,
Amazing
so right.
documentary.
Yeah.
Another.
Absolutely. So, I mean, let us know what you think, and I think Curtis hit it on the head there. But I think it was Dan Merle or somebody tweeted out some pictures of WB campaigning for Lakeith for Best Actor. But somehow, whatever reason, the Academy moved it down to Best Supporting Actor. So I don't know if that was a last-minute decision or what. But, yeah, it's totally his movie. He is the guy you are following. Everything is seen through his eyes. So it's weird to have him be supporting when, Curtis J. Edgar is the lead. That's brilliant. It was kind of surprising overall. But yeah, Judas and the Black Messiah. So this is tough because I'd like Judas to win, but I imagine Nomadland is going to win. That film is stellar stuff from Chloe Zhao.
I'm with you.
What do you think there?
I want Judas in the Black Messiah, surprisingly, because I obviously love Chloe Zhao, but Judas and the Black Messiah, I just think has massive impact in a way that most films can't touch just because of the historical story that they're telling and meeting the moment of what we faced in 2020 and what we'll continue to fight for moving forward. And then we have two of the best performances with Daniel Kaluuya and Lakeith. So it's hard to say, but I think Nomadland is the critics' favorite of the year and has been since it came out.
Yeah, and it looks like Frances is probably going to line this up unless there's a big upset. That'll be her third Oscar. Like, at this point, you have to start talking about her as, I don't know, have to, but like, she's almost like the next Meryl Streep, wouldn't you say? Like, if she's in a film, you're pretty much guaranteeing your film some Oscar attention or Oscar buzz. And so I wonder what she does next, because she's such a powerhouse of an actress. And if you read any articles about what she put herself through to play this character, you're just like, wow, this is like just incredible kind of devotion to the craft. So
she could be back next year with Joel Coen's Macbeth, or Ethan Coen.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was a little mad that Raya wasn't nominated. Then I realized, Raya doesn't qualify. Raya's for next year. So I was like, my initial reaction was, what the fuck? And then I was like, oh, that's right. It's
Queefor_Sutherland donated $20.
There.
Hey fuckers, I consider the Infinity Saga movies one big movie, and so for people who complain that these mega superhero movies are too long, don't get that these stories need a lot of room to tell the stories made. By the way, no live birth.
Oh.
Question mark. There's a question mark there.
Were any of the small I didn't get to run through the entire list. Were any of the small acts films nominated?
Nope.
Yeah, that's a sad thing. I think it's like a qualifying technical thing.
Yeah.
It's like TV, and I had to. That was a tough one as well.
It's interesting because I feel like they're still trying to figure out how they nominate streaming services and all these different types of platforms, but it's like they have an entire year before the awards to plan what, like, I just feel like there's such confusion with what gets counted and what doesn't, and it's just such a shame because I just feel like those should have been recognized.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point. Yeah,
it's also weird because there was a movie called
Kirby
Sylvie's
Crisco
Love.
donated $20.
Oh, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Got oyers to see Justice League and excited the Ockers maybe got it right for once. Change can be real. Only took a pandemic. Hi, Steph. Happy 1 world anniversary.
Sorry, the way it was just rattling off.
Yeah, I'm
Happy one year World Girl anniversary, Steph.
Yeah!
Hey!
1 year anniversary. It's also Roxy Stryer, have to plug, live at the Roxy, 1 p.m. PT today. She's been live 365 days of quarantine. To create such an amazing space for people who needed community.
Yeah.
She's such an all-star, one of the best working in the game, period, and so fun to watch. So please flood her page today.
Yeah, flood her page today.
Do it.
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. For everybody complaining about a 4-hour runtime, you fucking nerds would have watched the 4-hour Lord of the Rings, wouldn't you? So kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You would have watched hobbits run across a shire for 4 fucking hours, wouldn't you? So kiss my ass with your criticism about the length of a fucking movie. No, you would have gone and watched that shit for if Helm's Deep was 5 hours, 5 fucking hours, you would have watched it. So kiss my ass with that shit, and you know it. And you know it. This has been my last show on SEN. Thank you, everyone.
That's the Rocha I live for, and you're so right. You're so right. How can I complain when I'm over here watching hobbits and elves like no tomorrow?
You know, Lon Harris would watch a 6-hour Lord of the Rings movie. So shut up, Lon. I love you, though. I love you. All right. Anyway, I gotta get schooled. Brett, where do I get schooled nowadays?
You know what? I'm gonna ask Ryan.
Believe it or not, I'm the teacher's pet today, John.
I can tell from the tie. Take it away, man.
I'll take it away. I'll tell you guys, Masterclass. Masterclass is one of our big sponsors, and I've been taking Masterclass classes online for the past month. And I'm loving it. I'm learning documentary filmmaking from Ken Burns. You know, I was a film major, learned a lot in narrative. I'm actually making a short doc right now. And it has been just the most helpful thing, especially during quarantine where everyone's taking the time to learn something new. Masterclass can be that thing for you. You can learn from the world's best minds anytime, any place, anywhere, and at your own pace. You can also learn from, I'm taking classes from Gordon Ramsay on how to improve my cooking skills. You can get 100 classes from a range of world-class instructors and get that thing that you've always wanted to do. It's a lot closer than you think, you guys. So I highly recommend you check it out. Get unlimited access to every masterclass, and as an SCN listener, you get 15% off an annual membership. So go to masterclass.com/SCNlive. That's masterclass.com/SCNlive for 15% off of Masterclass. That's an annual membership. You're not going to regret it, you guys. Learn that thing you've always wanted to learn. Now, back to the show. We're going to laugh.
Back
I think that was his first time seeing me
back to the show.
Masterclass.
Well, and with the outfit today, like you are built for TV. What are you doing on YouTube? Like, let's get you on a network.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a network, Steph. The SCHMOEDOWN Entertainment Network.
Actually, you're at the
Back
perfect
to you,
place. You're at
Thank
the
you,
perfect
Steph.
place.
Thank you, Steph.
Great stuff, Ryan. Thank you very much. Masterclass should be proud of that plug.
I know. I should teach a class on sponsors.
You should.
Maybe.
Absolutely teach a class on that.
All right.
And on how your team is better without Joel Embiid. All right, Alex, what's the next?
Spurs' worst loss in franchise history. All right. No big deal.
Speaking of networks, here on the SCHMOEDOWN Entertainment Network, we got 3 matches. We got actually 4 matches this week. We got Brandon Hanna versus Eric Zipper in an Inner Geekdom match on St. Patrick's Day.
Dancing donated $20.
Thank you.
I jumped for joy for Lakeith Stanfield, but don't think he'll win. Kaluuya has won every award so far, so it's his. The other great surprise was Husavik from Eurovision for Best Song. Great noms. Do we think home viewing made a difference with noms at all?
Well, yeah, it's a good question. What do you guys think? Anybody?
For me, it did.
Yeah, 100%. I think we're just able to see more films. People have more access. I think the ones that, you know, Promising Young Woman, Minari, that you had to wait a little bit longer, that is a bummer for them, because I think that finally when people can see their movies, they'll get why there's so much hype and nominated. They're so highly nominated. But I think it really helps films. Just access in general is always a good thing.
Yeah, agreed. And I also think the change in the Academy, like they've been for 5 years now, they've worked really, really hard to make it more diverse, to make it more reflective of the actual society, to bring in more women, to bring in more people of color, to bring in younger people. So these noms, I think, are the first real indication of the effect of that plan 5 years ago, I think, from the head of the Academy, who was hired at the time to make these changes after that Oscars so white hashtag kind of put everybody backwards on their heels and made people take a look at this stuff, you know. And so this has been a good reflection of that. I think that's in part and parcel with people being able to stay home and have the time to watch these movies and nominate and vote on them, for sure. I think that's important too.
There's I saw somewhere it's like, does The Father really exist? 'Cause there's getting so many nominations. It's not available on streaming yet. You can't rent it. Nobody's really seen it. I was lucky enough to see it at AFI, but like no one else has seen it. So
it's true.
Here we are.
Very good point.
Speaking of streaming, we also got Lacey Gillerin from the Den versus Gold Leader from the Finstock Exchange in a Star Wars match on Thursday. And on Friday at 2 p.m., we got Janine the Machine versus Jado Paramo in a singles match. Yeah. And later on Friday, we get Alex Damon versus Andrew DeMolanta in a throwdown. Okay, here we go.
Steph always on fire, much love. Brett, always great to see on. John, always great to see you host. Gracias hermano. Ryan, looking sharp. Alex, always hold down. Sen, aka the voice of an angel.
Thank you.
Let's go through those matches again. What's the first match again?
Wednesday, we got Brandon Hanna versus Eric Zipper in an Inner Geekdom match.
All right, stop there. Brandon Hanna, history of kind of underperforming in big matches. Zipper kind of wanting to be that guy in the IG tournament or IG side of things. So this is going to be a great clash between two people with the same goal, which is to get to that title shot, but coming from two different places. So I'm curious to see how that turns out. What's the second match?
Second match on Thursday is Lacey Gillerin versus Gold Leader.
Well, what can I tell you? This Gold Leader, after Thomas Harper, Gold Leader was the guy we wanted to roll into our world, into the Star Wars side of things. So seeing him kind of stepping into the ring against Lacey, who I love madly from the Resistance broadcast system, they're great grapes. This is going to be a fantastic match, and we like to start off with a victory after, or get our first victory after the Brother Lomas situation. That was a heck of a match, though, that Brother Lomas did. I mean, much love to the black and white father. All right, what's the third one?
And then on Friday, we have a total of 3 matches. The one for everybody is Janine the Machine versus Jada Paramo in a singles match.
Ooh. This is going to be interesting because, I mean, Janine performs, and then, of course, you are what your record says you are. And that's what you have to deal with, not trying to run Janine down. But this is going to be a great test for her because let me tell you something, some backstage tea. Jada Paramo, last year when Ben Bateman scrimmaged him, Ben Bateman lost to him twice in scrimmages when we were getting people ready on the exchange last year. So Paramo ain't nothing to sneeze at, regardless of what you've seen before from him. So him going toe-to-toe with Janine, this is going to be a good test for Janine, for people to show where she's at, and for Roxy to show what her effect as a manager on Janine. So this is going to be exciting to see. Well, and then what else?
And then on Friday, we also have a pay-per-view with the undercard William Bibiani versus Paul Oyama.
All right, what do you think about it? Does anybody have an opinion on that one? I've been talking too much.
Bibbs is my opinion on that one. I mean, first of all, so many exciting matches this week.
Yes.
Like, that's crazy. The fact that we just, the sheer multitude is phenomenal. But I'm all in on Bibbs for this one. There's more to go off of. There's more history to kind of look upon. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how anyone else picks differently. Like, he's got to be the favorite, right?
What they're both one belt wonders, though. Both of them have only won the singles title once. Tag team, certainly Bibbs has that tag team title, but Oyama has not won it on the tag team side. But both of them are kind of one belt champions. So you wonder, can they get back up the mountaintop? And this is a hell of a battle, both of them. Steph, you watch any of this? What do you think, Bibiani or Paul Oyama?
My gut is telling me Oyama. It's gonna be a great match. Like Ryan said, I can't believe how lit this week's gonna be, but I really think that it's gonna be tough, and I think all we can ask for is that it is a good match and it's like a close call, because I think those are the most fun to watch, but I think it's gonna be Oyama.
Okay, all right. What do you think, Sheridan?
I want to know where Christian's lazy ass has been doing for the last month, and why he's not hosting. So if everybody's wondering where Christian's been, look at all these damn matches, man.
Yeah,
that's my thoughts on it. That dude's working hard, and I'm proud of him, and I think everybody's super excited, and cranking him out. Yeah,
Shout out to PJ and that team of question writers as well, who are working so hard to create so many questions for these matches. And Brian Ward, who is doing all the graphics, all the thumbnails, all the posters, all the stuff for it that make it look fantastic. People love the new look of the SCHMOEDOWN this year. It's been fantastic graphics-wise, so just a lot of stuff that they're all doing behind the scenes to make it all happen. Alex, Oyama, or Bibiani? Look, we just had a number of Asians get nominated for Oscars. Is this the year of the Asian? Is Oyama going to take the title? Is he going to beat Bibbs?
I mean, let's hope. Let's hope. I mean, I'm gonna be in the first class league, so I'm gonna take that over as well. No, but I'm seeing Oyama. Like, I follow his Letterboxd. I asked him if he's doing South by Southwest this year. It is this week, and he was like, "Nah, dude, I gotta study." So I'm like, "Okay,
priorities."
All right. There you go. So I'm taking Oyama, but actually that's just the undercard for Friday's Throwdown match, and the main match is Alex Damon versus Andrew DiMolanta in a Star Wars match for the belt. What do you got there, Rocha?
Woo! Look who's trying to come in on Damon's territory. Shout out to DiMolanta. He put himself in this position so bad. I do. His cute little white butt. Let's see. Molly knows what I'm talking about. Listen, if you look at this situation, DiMolanta acquitted himself so well in that tournament last year. He only missed one question in that match against Ace, and it was sadly the 5-pointer that cost him the match. And certainly we've had our battles as our characters, the Outlaw and DiMolanta. You know, the Outlaw hates DiMolanta right now, but I respect what Andrew's done, and I'm looking forward to see what he does here in this match against Alex. I just think Alex is one of those warriors that he is going to find a new way to beat you. Everyone thought Ace had his number, and Alex stomped Ace, that TKO. So this is going to be an interesting situation to see if DiMolanta is going to be able to hold his nerve all the way up until this match, because we've seen Andrew at times flip out. We've seen Andrew get upset about things, and we wonder if, having now been through this tournament, having taken that loss, will that season him for this match with Alex Damon? Because to defeat the undefeated is very, very difficult. When I beat Dan, you had to keep a level playing field in your mind until it actually happens, and it almost has to be a surprise to yourself when it happens, because you can't think about the scores. You just got to play your game. So I hope DiMolanta acquits himself well. But in the end, I do think Alex is going to win. What about you, Alex?
Oh yeah, I think Damon will take this also. DiMolanta, I mean, Damon's shown like whoever's thrown up against him, he can take down. So I'm like, he's got that going for him. But I think it'll be a good fight. It'll be a good fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone has a chance, but I think I've been saying this about Damon for months. When your job is literally to know everything about Star Wars, like he makes an income on this. Yeah. There's just another level of knowledge that you're constantly retaining, because you have to in order to maintain the living, which might be like this unfair advantage he has. And I just think that makes him a powerhouse. And maybe one day he'll be defeated, but that is just an edge, you know?
If it wasn't for Molly Damon, who, by the way, just got introduced to her via Twitter, love her, I would think Alex is an AI. Like, he just is not with how much
3PO.
information he can recall. Yeah, he's C-3PO. I mean, he is just not normal. And I'm a Star Wars fan, obviously, but the questions they're asked, and everyone competing in the Star Wars League just in general is unreal. But he's like a computer. He's accessing information that I don't even know how you access.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Absolutely.
And once again, to come up with those questions, that's like to try to throw somebody that knows so much off. That blows my mind.
True.
Blows my mind.
You would think they'd run out of them. Like, I was watching a Star Wars movie over the weekend, I think for a couple hours, and I was just mentally making notes. And I'm like, okay, this is the amount of questions I've gotten over 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then you go and watch a match, and you're like, where did you pick that? Jesus Christ. You know? It's like incredible how much
in the opening scroll of the,
What's the
it's
third word.
What is the 24th word?
It does.
Speak. The dead speak. It's speak. Okay.
It's speak. Nope, sorry, it was spoke. Oh. Sorry.
So good.
But both sides, I mean, Nikki DiMolanta as well is getting her man ready for this match too. Don't sleep on Nikki. Nikki's been preparing Andrew all year last year. But they host that show that they have on their YouTube channel. So it's like, I think it's Beyond the Schmoedown. And so them coming together, it's like these are two couples coming together here. And both of the ladies play as well, are officially now Nikki in the Schmoedown League as well. So this is going to be so interesting to see how this all plays out. A lot of extra levels going on to this pay-per-view on Friday. So don't miss out. Go and join the Schmoedown Patreon. What's it? Patreon.com/Schmoedown. Go in there. $10 and above, and you get these pay-per-views for free. I think they're $5.99 now, right? They've gone up $1. Is that correct, Alex and Ryan?
I think so. Let me look just to make sure.
I should know that.
$7 for
They are
all of
$5.99.
that?
$5.99 for those two incredible matches. That's $6. That's Starbucks on one Tuesday morning, for God's sakes. You're not even paying attention. You're just absolutely ordering a $6 drink. So for God's sakes, you get great matches. And you know what? You'll piss or poop the Starbucks out. You'll keep the memories of the Schmoedown matches forever. So
Poetic justice from Rocha once again.
you got to think of things logically, people.
Yeah.
All right. Where are we on to next, Alex?
All right. We're on to the best news, the best trailers of 2021. In the Heights released 2 trailers, not just one. They released 2, guys. One of them focuses on the community. The other focuses on some of the stories that we'll see in the movie. Both show the choreography, the Busby Berkeley type choreography going on. Rocha, are you? You can see I'm excited for this movie.
Here it comes.
I was gonna say I'm getting vaccinated for this. I'm gonna see this in theaters at least 3 times on opening day, and then on HBO Max right after.
I love how you get vaccinated for this, nothing else.
Yeah,
it's just for
and then
this.
This will be my first movie.
I live with my parents, but never mind that. In the Heights.
Heights. Don't want to get anyone else.
Did you? When I said
There we go.
Rocha,
I think that's right. I think that's right.
My
there,
Alexa went off.
Your Alexa.
No, it started giving me naming off Tom and Jerry. I don't know what
Sounds
it was,
about right.
I don't know what it was doing. It was weird.
Yeah.
Rocha, what do you think of the trailers?
Yeah.
I think that's how you do it in the Dutch. I think that's how you spell the Dutch. Yeah, I think it looks fantastic. And you know, Alex, I'm hard on Lin-Manuel. But I did come around on Hamilton. I absolutely love Hamilton now, at least the music. And when I watched this trailer, and I only watched one of them, I didn't know there was a second one, so that's on me. I've been studying for Lightning Liz, so really that's not much gets through the purview. But I saw the one this morning about the community, Washington Heights, all of that. Gorgeous, beautiful, absolutely. Now I'm excited to be in it because it feels like it's more than just I'm gonna talk about this all the time and sing songy. There's actually real dialogue going on and real characters being developed, and for me, that's gonna get me excited to be seeing this. Plus, being Latino, I know it's the year of the Asians, and I respect that 2020. But like, ¿dónde están mis hermanos y mis hermanas? Vamos, necesitamos películas, necesitamos cosas también, necesitamos nominaciones nosotros también. So we need some love too on the Oscar side of things. We need to bring in our fire, our original fire, our Latin fire to our projects. So shout out to Lin-Manuel for this great trailer, and obviously the second trailer, as Alex said. What do you think there, Steph?
I'm going to switch my hat to my Hamilton beanie.
Oh.
I am a Hamil kid through and through. I am a Lin-Manuel stan, and I don't say that lightly. You'll really never hear me say that except for Lin-Manuel and Oprah. Like, those are the people who have hit my creative soul like no other. I am so excited for this, and just like the moment where you hear the song start.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my. It's like I loved Hamilton so much. I wasn't into plays until I saw Hamilton. So it just like opened up this whole new universe of musicals for me. Yeah. It like changed my life. So now to be able to see one of the leads in Hamilton and then paired with Lin-Manuel, paired with Chu as a director. So we get the Asian and Latin blood mixing. Yep. When we combine, we are better. And so there's so many reasons why I'm so excited, especially what Rocha was talking about, just getting a real story about real Hispanic people in America would be amazing. And I'm so looking forward to it. And I just want to support every local bodega possible. And I want to see more films featuring Latin people and Hispanic people more and more and more and more. I can't wait. But this one I'm so looking forward to.
Yeah, it's time. It's time. I don't know, man. I may get off of this whole beat and go start producing films. It's time.
Rocha, you should. I'm ready for it.
Come
We'll
on.
be in your meetings. What say you, Brett Sheridan?
I thought there was one that was focused on like the community, and there was one that was the entire film. Which one was because I watched one of them that I think was the entire film.
The entire film. The entire movie.
I was like, how? Okay. You're gonna give it all to me right now. All right.
Uh-huh.
No teaser on this one. No, I think it looks fun, and I agree with Rocha. I kind of I don't dislike musicals where they slip in from talking and singing. It's not. I'm a musical. I'm a theater guy from way back, so it doesn't bother me. A musical film doesn't have to be all just singing the entire time. I love when people just break out in song. Norm Macdonald apparently didn't. If you remember the old SNL sketches, why else singing? How'd y'all know the same song? So it looks super fun. I've never seen
Tim
the
Sim
musical.
donated $20.
Thank you, Tim.
In the Heights could be the true musical of America today instead of La La Land, right?
Yes.
Yes.
A
'cause,
million
well,
percent.
What's
Well-
La La Land?
La La Land. It was nice to finally see my people represented on.
Go on.
I'm like, that's me on screen. It's like ever since I was a little boy.
You're Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, I was like,
That makes so much sense.
Save jazz.
Pianist, yeah.
you know, it's so years and years of not seeing my people represented.
The LA people, yes. The LA.
La La
Struggling.
Land was really like took the gatekeepers out and was who we are.
It's tough to be pretty young and white in LA.
Oh God,
It
it's
is fucking tough. It's
Oh.
fucking tough to make it.
Oof.
Oh, it's the hardest thing. Especially when you're a white jazz player, it's even harder.
Oh God.
Ooh. Man.
And
Yeah,
when you're a barista.
if that's the one that introduced you to musicals, Steph, there's about 96,000 others. And you can watch them
Nice.
from sunrise till the sun goes down.
Sunrise.
There were four.
Ryan, you're speaking my language. I love
right.
you.
In the
Quoting
Heights.
musical.
There's In the Heights songs.
Post then I've gotten so into them.
Just
I've
breathe,
been
just breathe.
listening to soundtracks of various plays. Don't worry. As soon as we're out of this, I am in the theater. Best
Yeah.
believe I will be supporting
Nice.
local theaters.
What was kind of amazing about this trailer was the scope and spectacle. Like I think some of the best. I took a bunch of musical theater classes in college, specifically ones on film, and we watched ones from all the eras. I love.
Okay.
I think it'll be better than West Side Story, to be honest.
Then Spielberg's West Side Story.
Spielberg's West. Yes, Spielberg's.
You
West
better
Side
clarify
Story.
that. So.
Yeah, but like, I can't wait for you all to experience this show, just because I've seen at least 6 productions of this.
Oh, wow.
It's the musical that made me see like, oh, they can do this.
75 donated $20.
Holy
Thank you,
cow.
Brooks.
Get to watch live today since I got to get my first shot today. So I thought I'd spread some love. Anyone watching Ginny and Georgian on Netflix?
Oh, no.
And after that clip, I ain't.
That clip, Rocha. You want to play Oppression Wars? Let's do it. Hell.
I watched the clip. I'm like, oh no, what is this?
Oh, you're not pounding back jerk chicken? What?
Oh, I'd love to hear Alex try to speak again so we can make some
I
more
know.
money. Go for
Go
it.
ahead, Alex.
This is the musical for me. I remember watching it in 2010 when it came around to LA. It asks like up front the questions like I had and still have about being the child of an immigrant. That's why I love it so much. And I also wonder if the story will change since it's been 13 years since it premiered. And also it's a movie adaptation. Like you can see they're defying gravity. John M. Chu's doing Wicked. Dancing on the side of the building, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the choreography. Oh, it's like I can see that they're gonna experiment with some long shots, and so, yes, I'm so happy.
Have you seen it with Lynn? Have you ever seen?
I did not. I haven't seen it. I've seen clips, of course.
I'll
but,
line that up. I'm gonna call my
Yeah,
contact.
can you call your people, Brett?
Call my contact.
Your
after
DC
this.
Connect?
Yeah. Get him to de-age Lin-Manuel to be in this thing.
Oh my gosh.
A while
he is
ago.
in this though, so at least.
Yeah, he
Is that-
is. It's good to see Jimmy Smits in this. I love my brother Jimmy.
Yo,
Love Jimmy.
so good to see him in this.
Right?
He's not in enough.
He isn't in enough, but
I
the stuff
agree.
he's been in has been incredible. L.A. Law, Dexter, West Wing. He just kills it every time. YPD Blue. He kills it every time he's in anything he's in. So,
Damn.
Star Wars.
Rogue One, and hopefully in the new. He's in the new one too, right? I'm pretty sure he's in.
Do you think he's in
Andor?
Cassian Andor?
Cassian Andor? Yeah, I think he's in Andor.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, I hope he
Bad
gets a revival from this movie. This looks huge, though. I really can't think of another musical in the past several years that is going to have as much attention, other than like Cats for different reasons. But this one, I mean, this one, it's the total opposite, right? Like Cats, it looks like, oh, this is in a green screen. There's no real like large spectacle. It's special in its own reasons, but like this looks amazing. I don't think that I've ever seen a musical on film to this scale.
Wow. Yeah, powerful words.
It's crazy.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, where are we at right now, Ryan? We're not doing so hot today, apparently. 136. My God. What is going on? Did you just give all your money last week to the ladies? And I totally respect that. But it's a new week. It's a new cycle. So please get us to at least $500 by the end of the show. We're only at 140. What are your thoughts on the Snyder Cut? What are your thoughts on these In the Heights trailers? What are your thoughts on these SCHMOEDOWN matches coming up? What are your thoughts about everything that we talked about here on the show? Let us know the Oscar nominations, who got snubbed, who you wanted to see, what you've seen recently. Does the Father exist? Answer these questions and send them in your Streamlabs Superchats and SCHMOBots, ladies and gentlemen. You know what we got to do. You love all the stuff we bring you on the SCHMOEDOWN Entertainment Network, all the shows, all my movies, the IG show, the SCHMOEDOWN matches. All of it is filtered in through the help you give us every day on the SEN live show. So please send in your contributions, send in your Streamlabs Superchats and SCHMOBots.
Or let us know what you want to see. I got a new karaoke mic, so my parents did. I'm like,
And
you
give
guys know me so well.
Give Steph suggestions for musicals.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, Lin-Manuel, if you're casting, you know I have a great voice, and I am ready. I won't throw away my shot. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I think that should be a sketch. That should be a special SCHMOEDOWN sketch. Steph Sabraw auditions for Lin-Manuel Miranda. I would love to set that up.
I can play Burr or Hamilton. Just let me know. Both sides ready.
If we at least get to 500, I'll do a little bar from when I was in Hello, Dolly.
Nice.
If my voice, I've got some bad acid reflux, and I might not be able to hit that High note, but we'll see. But it will be bad or good. That's up to you, folks. I mean, that's a small goal, but you'll get a blip of that.
If we get to 750, we'll ask Steph to do Hamilton, and I will play one of the Schuyler sisters. I got no problem with that.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. Yes. I fucking love the Schuyler sisters.
My daughter listens to that all the time. She's
That's
singing
my
that.
song.
Oh, she loves
Your
that.
daughter's the sickest. I don't know what's happening, but she is dope.
She's Yep.
Makes
I agree.
You're her dad. Makes sense.
All right.
If you like musical stuff, I was on Cocktails and Casting with Sabrina and Ben Goddard last week. I cast Kick-Ass the Musical, so check that out.
Nice. I definitely will.
Kick-Ass the Musical. There you go.
Oh, and today, Ryan will be joining me on stereo.com/Brett Sheridan or you use your name, right? I always mess this up. Ryan Nilsen. No, somebody, because like it's the Rocha says. I'm always like, So we did our names. Send in the questions there. We're going to be talking minivans. We're going to talk about Oscar snubs. Whatever. Just send them in. People are giving us great impressions lately. I think we could all lose a job if any of these stereo fans came on and took over the impression department.
Right.
It's tough to hear your impressions done better, but come check it out. That's going to be at 12:05. We're pushing it a little bit so we can take a quick little breather, and since we usually run over a little bit, so 12:05 PT today, Ryan and Brett making good talk.
Join us.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I named it that, but
making good talk.
And we'll talk about musicals, man. I mean,
should Cars have been a musical?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Maybe it would have been better.
Stage musical. Wow, that'd be interesting.
I know.
Yeah, Seth, what would you like to see as a musical? What would be a fun, like, something to turn into a musical?
It's a matter of time for the MCU. I'm telling you.
You know
One of
what?
these things.
Oh, that'd be so.
How
If
do they not?
made it a comedy. If they made it a comedy, it'd be good. If they don't, and they're carrying people flying on the strings, I'm out. That won't be in. But if they're funny flying, I'm there. That would be hilarious.
You know that I predict the future.
Yes.
And I was in a bar when I was working as bartender, and these guys were talking about Spider-Man coming out, and they were in the industry, and I said, I like the musical better. And they all laughed, and then they tried to do that, and it was a horrible. They never got it off the ground, right? Somebody died
someone
or something.
perished.
Yeah.
Wow.
They did a
And-
few productions, I think.
Yeah. That was one of the. So don't try to make Spider-Man the musical is the moral of that story.
Right.
But also, I am Nostradamus of weird things that.
Yes, with great power, Brett. Remember,
I
comes great
decided-
responsibility.
Don't you
So-
say it. Don't say it.
Okay.
I love
should
that
do
line.
Some sort of like kung fu musical. That would be cool, like a Bruce Lee type musical.
Yeah.
Be
But
sick.
it was kung fu fight.
Exactly. Hiya!
I like.
I can see an Ant-Man musical. That can be done.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause you don't have to see it small, you know.
Oh, Deadpool, 100%.
That's
a musical.
1,000%. That's
Whoa.
Yeah.
Deadpool the musical, 1,000%.
We would all be there.
Yeah.
I'd be in
That
there.
would be a perfect. They could do like what they did with the one where they just turned with Fred Savage, like, and they could just do the first film again, but just pop in musical parts to it, and I'd be down to watch it. I'd love it.
That was a rough version of that movie.
Well, speaking of MCU, we got some breaking casting news that Ryan
Oh.
is super excited about.
hyped.
Kingsley Ben-Adir from One Night in Miami, who played Malcolm X, will be joining Samuel L. Jackson and Ben Mendelsohn in the Secret Invasion Disney Plus
Ooh.
series.
Nice.
He is just going to play a lead. It's not confirmed if he'll be the villain or if he'll be a hero set up for future movies or series in the future. So who knows who's going to play, but it's interesting that this theater actor will be joining the MCU down the line. Rocha, what do you think of Kingsley Ben-Adir joining Secret Invasion?
Yeah, I loved him as Malcolm. I mean, it's tough to top Denzel, but he did a really good job as Malcolm X in the film, One Night in Miami, which should have been nominated for Best Picture. So great to see him jumping into this, because if people will remember who are watchers of Peaky Blinders, he was also a part of Peaky Blinders, so he had a significant part in that series as well. So it's nice to see his career kind of moving into the next step, which is a franchise film now, or a franchise show rather, and see what he's going to create there. So yeah, 1,000% loving this idea. Good actor. And from what I understand, a very, how can I say this? A very knowledgeable, compassionate actor. So I'm excited about that. What do you guys think? Steph?
I'm excited. I loved him in One Night in Miami. The more you talk about it, the more I think we need justice for Regina King. But
Yeah.
I am excited to see him in something else. It's always cool when you're watching when a star starts to break out and starts to get casted more. So I'm excited about him. I didn't know he was a British actor. I just saw that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
Wakanda netted $20. Everyone was drunk when I asked this on Friday. But what's everyone's top 3 favorite non-mainstream Disney movie? I.e. movies normies don't remember. Mine is 3 Brother Bear, 2 A Goofy Movie, 1 Treasure Planet. Loved the BET Awards last night. JK. Ben_Rainer donated $20. Hey gang, welcome back Brett and Rocha. The ladies killed it last week. If we reach
here.
a certain goal, Rocha, could the Outlaw give us a taste of the SCHMOEDOWN the musical? That would be fun. And oh hi Brett.
Wow, I love it.
I'm down. You have judged against me. Yeah, I would love it. Mark Ellis, you
Is
die.
it Cloud City or Bespin? Which is it? I don't know. Da da da. I said.
5, 4, 3, 2.
All
Remember
fun.
everything.
That'd be amazing, though. Oh, we need that.
It said Jane Fonda on my board.
Is it a fairy or a blue fairy? That's an old throwback one. Oh my god.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Don't tell Peter. That would be perfect. That's the end of the first act. Is that? All right. Anyway, where are we at? What are we up to next?
What?
Oh yeah.
Anybody else have any?
Anybody else want to chime in?
The Secret Invasion. I looked it up. Came out in 1964.
And this was the Secret Invasion of stink bugs. So I heard they
Mickey
now they're everywhere.
Rooney's.
Angels in the outfield. Atlantis.
Kingle McCaringlebury donated $50.
Hey.
I never thought I needed an Enter the Dragon or Game of Death musical until now.
That's actually a great idea. Oh,
Enter the Dragon musical.
yeah.
I just rewatched that movie. So good.
Yeah, Bruce Lee, man. And you guys should go. BruceLee.com has great. I'm not going to plug it. BruceLee.com is great. I'm not getting paid to plug it. I mean, yeah, I bought 4 shirts over Black Friday last year. They're fantastic. I love those Bruce Lee shirts. So if you want to go there, they always have discounts and deals. And it goes to their organization. It goes to their charity foundation. And they make great quality stuff. So if you want to honor the great Bruce Lee, that's a place you can go to. And doesn't his daughter produce the Warrior show? Right?
I never got to watch the ESPN the 30 for 30 on him, the Like Water.
Yeah, it's great.
I just bought it on Prime. I'm so excited to watch it because I don't know why I spent my whole life not like true Muhammad Ali. I always recognized and like learned from him and studied him. And Bruce Lee, I just didn't. And now I've been rewatching all his movies. I'm like, this man in 33 years, right? What he did was incredible. So dope. I'm so excited to watch it.
Yeah, and what a lot of people forget, if you watch that Rob Cohen movie that they did on him, Dragon, he came up with the idea for Kung Fu, which was a massive series in the 70s for David Carradine. So many tentacles come out of what Bruce Lee was able to create for sure, and still echoing today. It's incredible. All right, where are we going to next, Alex?
Let's talk about some more casting news in the DC movie universe with Maribel Verdú cast as Nora Allen, the mother of Barry Allen, The Flash. But due to scheduling conflicts, Billy Crudup is out of Andy Muschietti's The Flash movie with his role as Henry Allen to be recast. Rocha, what do you think of the parent shakeups in The Flash, and who would you want to see as the new Henry Allen?
Kind of surprised, I would imagine. Maybe Crudup doesn't want to be part of this anymore. He's kind of doing other things. Or maybe he didn't like the way the character was fleshed out in that movie and decided not to come back. I never buy creative differences. It always means something they weren't happy about. So
scheduling conflicts apparently with the morning show.
Yeah, I know,
but
right.
same kind of thing.
Please, you know what I mean. You know,
Yeah.
you can schedule things if you want to schedule things, ladies and gentlemen. They will let you out if you really, really want to do it. So, but that being said, maybe Crudup felt it wasn't the right role for him at this time. And, he did it like years ago. It's great that all these guys are coming back to it. But like some of the other actors have been like, I've moved on, it's the next job. So, I don't know who you would get because I'm still surprised they're sticking with Ezra after what happened. So I don't know where they're going to go next with this because they seem to be clearly sticking with him through this. And I wonder where they're going to explore, but I don't have any names that pop into mind. What about you guys? You guys have any thoughts for Barry Allen's dad, Ezra Miller's dad?
Yeah, I'm surprised. A lot of things with this story, in that he's in Justice League, Billy Crudup. I know he's going to be in the Snyder Cut as well.
Yes.
So I'm curious if they are even going to recast him, because it sounds like this casting of the mom means that might just take the place. But I know that there's a big thing with his character, his dad being in prison. Right. So there's just a lot to break down there. I'm also shocked. This really proves that this movie is moving forward. It's happening. It's kind of been unclear, like a lot of other DC movies. But this is Flashpoint. I also know Ezra had like a hand in the script with this one too, which is a big thing. People are a little unclear if that's the version that's coming out. I think we might have more clearance on this after Snyder Cut. Again, maybe not. I do agree with you, John. Like they could probably fit it in his schedule if he wanted to come back. So something's got to be up.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe they just won't use the character. I'm just really surprised that this movie's moving forward. Just because it's been really haphazard. There's been 5 different versions, so many different directors, and now wow, they're still casting it. I don't know when this is being shot, and I'm still not really convinced, to be completely honest.
Yeah, it makes you ask why because I think in life, it's something I try to live by is if something's so complicated and so hard, take a break. Maybe it's just not the time for it right now. And that's with everything. Like if you have to force something, don't. And I kind of feel like that's what's happening, and has happened with a lot of films. The first that comes to mind is Solo. Like you have all these differences and problems going, and then the end result, in my opinion, shows that. So it just worries me a little bit, but so it makes me wonder why are you forcing it so hard right now with everything going on? We still don't know really what happened with Ezra and what happened. That's kind of like my question. What happened? So I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. What do you think, Sheridan?
What happened?
What happened?
Like seriously.
I
just think this is gonna go away. Like just people forget. Yeah, I don't have an opinion on this. I think the Ezra thing is pretty fucking weird. I mean, flat out, what the fuck, man? Like, just give me something, brother. You know, like what was going on in this damn video? What's the deal, Ezra? Tell me what you're doing. That's it.
Maybe you can ask him, because I would want to fan cast Brett Sheridan as Henry Allen.
Please.
He might run into some scheduling conflicts with this show and that.
Oh,
so
yeah, true.
We'll see.
The Flash's dad? All right.
I can do that.
Yeah,
I'm in that dad zone. It's getting grayer and grayer every day. Got to update the headshots. Now I can play a dad finally at 47.
Yeah. Oof. I would have said Colin Farrell, but he's already playing the Penguin. I would have said Johnny
Farrell.
Depp, but he's kind of out of favor right now. Although it would kind of fit with the shitty thing around Ezra, so I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's weird.
Timothy or how do you say it?
Oliphant?
Oh, Timothy Oliphant?
Elephant.
All right.
Oliphant would be interesting. I like that choice.
That would be interesting.
I'm your dad. I'm in jail.
Yeah. Your dad and you're fast.
Who's the guy who's he's in Dark Knight Rises. He's also in Pacific Rim. He's one of the scientists. I think in Dark Knight Rises, he's like one of the guys who's like intimidated by Bane.
Oh, Bern Gorman.
I think he'd be a good pick just because he kind of has a similar look to Ezra. I don't know.
Yeah, he's kind of an evil face though, doesn't he? Bern Gorman.
Maybe that won't fit the character. Yeah.
What do you think, Rocha?
Yeah.
They cast a Latina as his mother.
Did they? Yes.
Yeah. Her name is one more time. Let me look it up.
Sasha Calle is great as Supergirl. She's going to be part of this too. So Latinas all around. What do you think? You thinking what?
Oh yeah. What do you think of that?
I like it.
Bringing in more Latinas.
Well, Alex just pissed about it, so go ahead, discuss.
Ezra, there it is. Ezra's got a little bit. You could say a little bit. He's got some tendencies. He had a little Latino tendencies, so I could see it working. To be honest with you, but I don't know who the dad. I mean, you have to bring in, I guess, an interesting-looking dad to kind of match up with that situation. I can't think of anybody right now because I thought Billy Crudup was a perfect cast.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
it is unusual.
Dermot Mulroney? I don't know. Does he really push the needle that much anymore? I don't know. Patrick Dempsey. That's right.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Oh,
that would. Wow. They would
that
double
would track.
down.
Charlie Sheen saw a bit of the Slay Moon Fry doc too. Caught the tail end of that one. That's pretty interesting.
Kid 90. It's on Hulu.
Oh
yeah.
God. Oh, what that poor woman.
John Travolta.
Oh,
John Travolta. Is
John Travolta.
You fast.
Wow. Is it bad that I was kind of like, yeah. I don't know.
I like John Travolta in the DC universe.
What else?
Let's make it Shatner. Let's do it Shatner. Your dad. What else? What else we got, Alex?
Let's move on to Streamlabs.
Okay.
If that's all right with you.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're at $250. Let's get to that 500. We got 30 minutes left. Come on. Brett will sing a line from Hello Dolly for God's sakes. So let's get there. 35 minutes away from the end of the show, but let's get to 500. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, please send in your Streamlabs Superchats and SCHMOEDOWN. Let us know what you want to hear or talk about. All right, Alex.
All right, first one from Pussy O'Connell.
Hey,
y'all. Regarding the Benadir casting in Secret Invasion series, at first I was like, come on, that guy's such a great actor that you're going to put him in makeup. Then I realized he'll probably play a Skrull who can look whatever way they want. Shapeshifters, also, I know it's a bit early for this, and you can cast any good actor in the role since we don't know what kind of character they're going to do with it, but him as Reed Richards is interesting. When he played Malcolm, he was a smart, vulnerable, strong guy. Yeah, is this how, could this be how they play, how they integrate Fantastic Four? That'd be interesting.
I don't know.
It could. You just kind of blew my mind with this possibility that you could have an actor playing like several roles if they're just being like a Skrull. And because I know Ben Mendelsohn plays the Skrull in Captain Marvel, and then he appears as himself for like a brief period of time. But you could have like an actor play the Ben Mendelsohn character.
Yeah.
That's completely out of left field. Like I think that's really fascinating.
Like Boba.
Sorta, yeah. I guess, yeah. Just because there's a helmet, you could have someone.
Right.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the gelatinous balls in those drinks.
Thank you, Pussy.
Yeah, exactly. You
I
just
love
they're all
Gelatinous
identical.
balls.
They're all playing a role, and they're working together.
They meld into one being.
Exactly, balls.
I think
Boba
that's
tea.
starch, by the way. I know.
Yeah, it's like tapioca, right? It's
Oh yeah, totally the same thing. Absolutely.
Send in your favorite boba order.
yeah.
Fan
Tell you
cast
if
the
it's
next
good.
Boba at a storefront near you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what route they're going to go, but the longer they wait, the less it becomes possible in my mind for Krasinski and Emily Blunt, which is what everybody wants. But I think the longer they're waiting on Fantastic Four, I would be surprised that they would bring Emily and John in because they're getting older, and it just nothing against them. It's just you know they want to go young so they can keep for multiple.
Yeah, what's wrong with old people, Rocha?
Nothing wrong, Alex. You know what?
Alex, do
Nothing
you have
wrong with
something
old
to
people.
say?
Yeah, Alex.
As the resident ageist.
Yeah, Alex.
Nothing wrong with that. Come on, guys. What are you talking about?
I like that he's rehabilitating his image. I appreciate it. All right, so
156 Impulse says, hey, question. This past week has been interesting.
Okay.
Me and my friend are no longer talking because I vented how I felt towards my friend, and I made them mad and said I was wired. I thought you can tell your friend anything? Should I reach out again sometime?
good question.
Wired.
Yeah, what is
You-
wired?
Like, we're trying to look for the
Wired.
cops, or
Oh.
like.
Well, snitches.
Or like
some
wired on
influence.
coffee.
Okay, got it.
Oh.
I think maybe.
I think it really depends on what you said, because yes, you should be able to tell your friends anything, but that doesn't mean you should be able to say something mean. You should be able to open up and tell them like how you're feeling, what happened to you, but you don't have the right to tell people things. And I don't know what you said, so I think that matters to the context. But if you did not mean to hurt their feelings or make them feel a type of way, then I think you should absolutely reach out and express that. Everything can be solved with a little communication and compassion, my friend.
Amen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 156
time. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
156 Impulse. If you want to reach out to me, I forgive you. He also says, in the positive side, my birthday is on Wednesday. I'm excited. I turned 29. Yes.
Nice.
Happy birthday.
Happy
A lot of
birthday.
birthdays this week.
Impulse. Yeah. Inappropriate Gay Dude says, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east and Rocha is the sun. Happy Monday, y'all. Steph is giving me some serious Jinglin' Baby vibes. Question for y'all. If you were to perform in the circus, what would you do?
I would be the bearded woman.
I'm just the MC. That's what I do best. So I would do that.
The Hugh Jackman.
Yes. You don't want me up on no trapeze.
I'd be an elephant tamer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I'd be the one freeing all the animals.
He'd kill me, guys. Brett would be the one killing me.
Yeah, Brett would be naked and like just like running around, just like go
Go free! You shouldn't be stuffed on trains!
Damn it! Who let Sheridan in here again? Son of a bitch!
That's the play. PETA making Brett like the next Messiah. They're like, oh.
How many times it took me to corral those elephants?
These elephants are not happy!
They're not happy. And it's on a planet named Cantobite. And oh my gosh, we get this master code breaker. It's crazy.
Did you
So
see that thing over the weekend in Paris that they were having at the awards show in Paris? I think the Caesar Awards. and a French actress showed up in a bloody, I think, donkey costume, and then took it off. She was fully naked and rubbed in like what looked like blood and stuff, and she was complaining that the French Prime Minister has not opened the theaters and the movie theaters and the theaters, play theaters, for fans to go to. She's like, the shopping malls are all open, but art is not open. Art is important as well. I'm like, oh, all right, we're doing this. That sounds
You've
like
got my attention.
Brett
Wait,
Sheridan,
you
I think,
wear a
would do that.
donkey?
Yeah, I think she was like
Yeah,
a
I'm pulling
bloody
it up.
donkey head, and then took it off, and she was all.
And it
in
was
the
a
middle of the
real
ceremony.
donkey head.
No, like a, like one of those,
A masquerade.
costumes you wear. Like it had the whole thing. Like it had the whole thing.
Interesting.
Like
I hope you can see
furries,
that.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Those of you know what I mean.
Furries.
Anyway, all right. Next.
All right.
I'd probably be the.
if you're into that, send in a stream file.
So yeah, we now
Ryan's
know.
totally a furry. Ryan is
What are
totally.
you? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? No. Steph has hiccups. All right.
I used to laugh like that in 6th grade. I was the most annoying student ever. I go, huh? I'm gonna joke. I deserve to joke for doing that.
That's fucking brilliant.
Oh God. Anyways.
Ryan would be so awkward at a furry convention.
I'm not one,
Yeah,
by the
I
way.
know.
Yes. Anyone who's like, I'm not. What's
I
next?
wore a giant donkey head in Midsummer's Night's Dream. I was Nick Bottom. That's a fun
Yeah,
fact.
I know that. Yes.
Hello. In the bottom. All right.
It's very sweaty. It was very
Sheridan.
sweaty. The prop department, they did their best, but it was sweaty. Go for it, Alex.
Go for it. Hey, go for it, Alex.
Dip and Wipe says, "Hey Alex, I'm also attending South by Southwest this week. What are some of the films that you registered to watch, and which ones are you most looking forward to?" I mainly wanted to do South by Southwest for Dante Bosco's film, The Fabulous Filipino Brothers. There's also another movie called Islands, which is also another Filipino story, so I'm very interested in those two. Otherwise, I pretty much registered for all of them because I didn't realize that there's 5,000 seats open for each movie pretty much.
Wow.
So it's may as well, if I'm not interested in watching a movie, I'll just unregister so someone else can register for it. But it's a lot of movies. You'll see my reviews for it on Letterboxd probably, so check that out.
Nice.
Yeah.
So wait, are you saying there's 5,000 slots open, or are you saying there's 5,000 people wanting to get in? For each
Slots
movie?
open.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you can
And
still sign
you
up
can
for
still
it now?
Yeah, there's still 1,000 people, 1,000 seats at a screening, 1,000, 2,000 for another one. The Edgar Wright documentary is also coming out. I'm gonna
Fuck, I
be
can't
watching
do it. I
Well,
gotta
wait,
study.
It's kind of expensive.
Compared, I was gonna say compared to Sundance, what's the difference? Because when I looked at it for 5 minutes. I saw you couldn't get individuals, right?
Correct. You have to get the pass, the 5-day
Which is
pass,
$400.
which is $400 now, but it was $250 in February, so which was more doable. Sundance, you could get the single tickets, but I think because of the way South by is with the music festival and the tech festival, and how they usually have kind of like a convention exhibit hall in a way, they had to have it full pass, so they couldn't do the film festival just single tickets.
Damn.
But yeah.
Multipass.
Multipass.
Pass.
I like it. Dual-lippable is what I think you were trying to say.
Yeah.
Doable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Steph, is Roxy okay? They've taken Chris Harrison off The Bachelor. Is she all right? Is she surviving? I've heard.
I'm sure she's happy about that.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure she should host The Bachelor.
I'm
Yeah.
down with that.
Oh
She's
my
covered
gosh.
it for years. No
Yeah.
way. She knows it so well.
Yeah, she really does. That would keep it feisty and funny.
That's
I
for
mean,
sure.
who's really attached to are people really attached to the host of
Oh
the
my
show?
God, people were going off about it all over the weekend.
The way he comes out and he goes, "This is the last rose," and then walks off screen is amazing. They could not get anybody else to do that.
You're right. You're right. I didn't think about
And when
the-
he acts surprised when people come in out of the blue to ask him questions, it's just, mwah. Yeah,
Incredible.
no, I don't know how they're going to replace him.
Yeah.
This damn cancel culture just because he agreed with something that was super racist.
someone comes along and says, Jeff Prost, you're doing too much. Let me show you how it's really done.
Let me show you how it's done. Every time I'm like, what the? Why does he have to? This is the final rose. I'll be back. I'll be in the back, throwing an antebellum party.
Yo!
Wow. Oh my God!
I want you to roast Chris Harrison so bad. Comedy Central, Brett Sheridan for the roast, please.
He should get roasted. I think it's time. I just love the fact that like 20 years later, people are like, wait, is this show kind of racist because we always have a white pastor, pastor red? I don't know, pal.
It took them that long to.
I know.
Yeah,
it's hilarious. But at least change is happening. That's what you got to celebrate.
Yes.
At least change is happening. So it's positive overall. So, some people just got to wake up.
Because
are you guys all caught up on Stanley
Twitter.
Tucci's Finding Italy?
I can't watch any of those promos without thinking of you. One came up on the weekend. I'm like, I heard Brett Sheridan on my shoulder. And he started making fun of it. I was like, God damn it.
We do the Lincoln, and then we do the thing. We actually enjoy it. The Stanley Tucci one makes you hungry, but the Lincoln one, I
haven't watched. Is it good?
Oh no, it's great. You learn a lot of stuff. Again, Lincoln, was glorified in so many ways, but really he wasn't that great. But it's like we were taught different things. It's very interesting to me because I kind of course I had a Midwest education. It was not really accurate in a lot of things.
Rounded.
Yeah. So
believe
no,
this.
I definitely say check it out because it's definitely eye opening about.
You're talking about Lincoln, Nebraska, correct?
Yeah, Lincoln, Nebraska. Yep. And
it's so funny they had us carrying around 10-pound history books with like fluff in there. It was like my back was hurting. I had these book covers on it. I was spending money. Hunched over to read Mesopotamia. Like fucking hell, Mesopotamia. Like, is that shaping my life now? I would like to know about the Trail of Tears and extensive telling, please.
No. Yeah, Steph, and I was learning, and I'm going to use the wrong terminology because this is what was in the books, that the Indian savages were, it's like, what are you doing to my...
I'm in so much trouble now.
Yeah.
But enough about education.
There's so much you have to relearn, and that's my message for today. Is keep your eyes open and just listen to things, because I think a lot of us think we know stuff and we don't know things. And I'm learning every day. I've made mistakes. I've thought different views and things, and listen to your friends and listen to everybody and kind of be. I think that's let's come together. God damn it!
Listen to the Stereo After Show as well.
Yeah, listen to Stereo Show. We're gonna talk Stanley Tucci. Everything he chased is the best he's ever had of it.
We're gonna rank what he's chased from the Chinese, I think, soda in Transformers 4 to.
And he's not gonna say one negative thing about Italy.
No.
The whole time, not one. Italy was just a great country forever.
This is the best martini I've ever had.
I swear to God, I can't remember what we were watching. We were flipping channels, and then that promo came out. I just saw Brett show up and go, watch this. He thinks everything's the best. And sure enough,
and we do the CNN app, which, the commercials. And the best... Watch the CNN app when they go to like the golf tips where they cut off. It's like, all right, if you're stuck in the bunker, what you're gonna do is, and then it cuts to another commercial. It's so.
Oh yeah, it's like it's off. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep. This happens sometimes with AMC, like the AMC network, like mid sentence. There's not even like a fade to black. It's just a hard cut.
It's like YouTube TV is the same way. I just got it because I just cut the cable finally for the first time in the history of my life. Since I was 20 years old, I cut the cable a month ago, and I got the YouTube TV app, and you're right, in the middle of nowhere, 3 minutes of ads, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, this was streaming.
If I see that fucking Grubhub kid one more time,
fuck you. If I see
shaking with his chicken sandwich, get out.
Get out of here.
If I have to see that again, I'm going to actually pay for CNN.
We're on Peacock.
Adam donated $20. Okay, Can I get drunk Brett talking about The Bachelor? I need the music too.
Donations are $50,
that's
everybody.
right.
Imitations. Sorry, guys. Impressions are now at $50. If you
But I
want,
think you got a taste of it.
You got a taste of it. One martini.
Impressions are at $50. Yeah, that was one
Quick
martini.
question. Since we were talking about shows in this
Were we?
show. I've been meaning to ask you, Rocha.
Yeah.
Did you watch the samurai documentary mini on Netflix?
I have not. I'm telling you, my focus has been Lightning Liz, Shannon Miller, and it's been so frustrating because I'm working through Queen's Gambit, which I fucking love now, and I've got to get to that Japanese thing absolutely because that samurai. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's 6. I'm not gonna watch one and then wait a few days. It's one of those things where I'm gonna binge the fuck out of it. So I got to find those hours where I feel okay, I'm in a good spot. I feel I can take a break from the studying and spend 6 hours watching the show, but I want to watch it like crazy. So have you watched any of it?
No, I'm going to watch it, but I wanted to hear if you watched it because I know you are like the samurai guy.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to it. Maybe we can watch it in the same time and then we can talk about it.
Done.
My dad Mario, he watched it on Saturday. He started it, and then like apparently he just like
You killed
was
Steph.
Was that a Stanley Tucci in Italy impression?
This is
Mario, my father.
This is my father.
My dad,
He is
Mario.
the best dad. He's the best dad. This is the best dad I've ever had.
The best dad.
Does he watch the show, and does he watch it when ladies take over and make it one of the more?
what was the aftermath of that, Ryan?
Oh my God! Well, Keith Nilsen checked in to Friday's show. By the way, that's my father, and it was probably an amazing show. You guys got to watch this past Fridays, but definitely one of the more raunchy ones. And let's just say. He's fresh off the vaccine, and he was like, "Wow, that's what you do every day." And I was like, "It's a little different. It was a little different today." I was trying to explain it, got tongue-tied, somehow scurried out of it. But yeah, there was a conversation.
Yeah. My girlfriend has the same thing because she'll be on Zoom calls with her job in HR. And she'll hear the shenanigans going on from the room, and they'll ask her occasionally, like, "What is this all about? What are we hearing? Is that the TV?" Yeah. Something else.
My daddy gets paid to yell "fuck" every day. That's what my daughter's. She didn't say that. She said say the F word, but not to me, but not to anybody else. She's just like, you basically get paid to yell the F word a lot, right? I'm like, yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, it's a living.
Don't judge my life.
Yeah, stay in school.
Sometimes drunkenly, sometimes it's Elmo. Who knows?
Yeah, I have a deep state Elmo. Come on.
You got to know how to come back. Is it? Do you like the clothes you're wearing, little girl?
Yeah.
You don't deprive me saying fuck every day.
Come on. I just hope no parent ever Googles
turning the Schmobot back on.
Turn it back on.
It just sometimes goes off, you guys.
Yeah, we're at $300, ladies and gentlemen. Are we not going to get to 500? Come on, for God's sake.
Hello,
Send
Dolly.
us in. Get us to 500. Hello, Dolly. Brett Sheridan singing Hello, Dolly at 500. What do you want, people? Send it in. Send in your Streamlabs Superchats. We've got 20 minutes left in the show. Get us to at least 500 for the love of God. What do we got here, Alex? What do we got next? Any more Streamlabs?
We barely have any Streamlabs, so make sure to ask some questions in the Streamlabs as well. Yeah. The link is in the description and pinned at the top of the chat. So, next one is from Tiffany F. Hi, Monday crew. Alex, I hope In the Heights lives up to your expectations. I never got to see it on Broadway. I was a big Rent fan since '97, and the big screen adaptation was not good, but I have high hopes for In the Heights.
Not. Yeah, that Rent, they were all 10 years too old to play the characters, first of all. Second of all, the recasting with Rosario just didn't really work. And I think Tracy Toms wasn't in the original as well, so it just didn't 100% work. Adina was great. Adina was great with the role she plays. That's a timeless role. But yeah, overall, because I saw the original cast in London, and they were fantastic. And seeing the movie, it's like, oof, you know. But I think In the Heights is different. They've cast younger actors.
They have cast younger actors, yeah.
But I think age doesn't matter, Rocha. So.
Oh my God, this guy.
Listen, pal, you're not redeeming yourself. I don't care what you say. Accept it. Oh, is that the donkey's head? Is that the donkey's head?
That's the donkey
what she
head.
was wearing. So that's what I mean, Steph. That's what she was wearing. With Alex Scott. She was wearing it like that, and then she ripped it off, and she was full on naked. Naked.
Like buck ass naked.
Buck ass naked. Yes.
I mean, or just ass naked, because donkey. I'm here all week.
Or bush ass naked.
Gosh,
if you know what I'm saying.
Ryan.
All right.
Wait,
donkey
so
ass
okay, so was it live? And
Yes.
were they? And did you see Nips? And,
Yeah,
or
Nips and not
Fur?
and shrubbery. I would say
Shrubbery.
and
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. The whole royal garden presented itself. So
yes,
or
that it
they
did.
weren't able to put like a bar over fast enough.
Nope, it was there.
Would you
But
look at that?
the
Yeah.
French? You know, they don't care about that.
Yeah, the
they
French
were-
are wild.
Yeah,
They're playing it on the news over and over. They're not gonna even. Yeah.
Yeah,
And today at
that's
the
nuts.
awards, we had a naked actress on the stage. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yacht.
Yacht. Apparently she put blood and she was a costume of a donkey. A donkey. What a peasant. All right, anyway.
Donkey.
What's the next thing?
What was she protesting? Movie theaters, of course.
theaters.
What? No.
Something stupid like the movies.
Ryan, were you gonna say something about the Rent movie?
Did you like it?
Yeah, no, not one of my favorites. I mean, Rocha kind of nailed it on the head. It's just there's certain things that you can adapt well to screen. That's a whole nother conversation with a lot of musicals. Like, if you're going to adapt it into a movie, like, are you going to make the necessary changes? I'm a defender of the 2012 Les Mis. I love how like everything was sung in camera. Yeah, there's some bad parts, but for the most part, like, they made some cool film thematic choices. And then there's like the bad side of that, which is Cats or even Rent. And to a certain extent, like there's certain things I was really excited to see with Spielberg's West Side Story, and the issues around that are more like with cast. But yeah, Into the Woods is another good example of one like direct adaptation, but it wasn't like there wasn't anything original. Like why were you adapting this? That's
How do you not bring back Bernadette for that? I love Meryl, don't get me wrong, but it's Bernadette's role. She's still alive. It's a movie. You can put her, do multiple takes, and make her look fantastic, for God's sakes.
Oh, speaking of Bernadette Peters, Rocha, I watched the film stage production of Sunday in the Park with George.
Oh, yeah.
the Sondheim.
Yeah.
Amazing musical. I listened to the cast album a bunch before, but I think I was gonna go to London last year just to watch the Jake Gyllenhaal, Annalee Ashford. I was just gonna go to that.
Bro,
I think they can make a movie out of that with that cast. That'd be amazing.
Absolutely, 1,000%. That version is the best version I've seen since Mandy and Bernadette, and I've seen like multiple versions of it. There was a nice London production, I think 8 years ago, a revival. It was incredible as well, but nothing. Jake is such a fucking great singer. And it's a crime that there's not a video of the entire performance anywhere for people to see. So it's like, this is something that I would be down to see a live action version or a film version of this, because Jake's great. Move On is one of the best songs ever written in any musical theater production ever.
I think we got a ton of musical fans today, the way the money's been rolling in.
Yeah.
They love all the musical talk.
They're digging the musical talk.
Great.
Yeah, all right. Speaking of which, we just crossed 300, but we're still $200 short. We got 15 minutes left. Come on, people. Send in your Streamlabs Superchats and Schmobots. I know there's not a live birth here, but come on.
Come on.
Get us there.
There could be.
Yeah. It could be. Yeah. I know, we're down. All right, what's next?
We all got elbows. Leonard Kim says, "Hello everyone. I hope you're doing well. I love that Steven Yeun got a nom for Best Actor, and I hope he wins. My Korean pride is beaming. I still smile when I think about Bong Joon-ho living his best life last year. Shout out to Steph and the World Girls."
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so happy he's nominated. That is so exciting to see. I hope he wins.
Good job, Glenn. Good job.
Feels like it was 3 years ago, Bong Joon-ho, when honestly, that felt forever ago.
Oh yeah, when he won.
Oh.
I love Bong Joon-ho's energy. He's just so unbothered by like the prestige of the Oscars and the opulence of it. I just love his energy.
Agreed. All right, what do you got, Eris?
Jumping over to Super Chats, Jamin John says, "What the F happened to Travolta's career? Gotti, the Fanatic, it's getting worse and worse and worse."
Gotti and the Fanatic. I forgot. Those are a 1-2 punch.
What's the Fanatic? I don't even know what that is.
Oh, dude, the
Fred
Fanatic.
Durst.
Oh.
Brett Durst.
Fred Durst directed it, yeah.
PJ, you can't put that in the Schmoedown. PJ, you can't. It's a terrible movie. You can't.
That's not.
Come on. Don't ask a question about that movie.
Wow. It's crazy. It's crazy. I did see it because I produced a show, Guilty Movie Pleasures. They covered it.
Oh, yeah.
And it was, man, it's rough. How Did This Get Made? I think also did an episode on it. I
First
really don't
Cut
know.
donated $20.
Thank you, First
What's
Cut.
good, gang? This is RB3 just saying what's up.
Oh!
Miss the
Hey.
All Ladies show. Love you, Steph. If you want an honest review of Zack Snyder's Justice League, check out the First Cut YouTube channel. And we reacted to the Oscar nominations this morning.
Hey.
Kate's Funbox donated $50.
Hello.
Marry
Thank
me,
you, Kate.
Steph.
Oh.
Wow. RB3, what's up? I can't wait to see the first
Yeah.
cut review. That will, I'm sure, to be entertaining. And Kate's Fun Box, I love you.
God, can you imagine proposing to someone and they go, first cut. Shout out to you. Also,
Thanks,
I know.
RB3. I would imagine everyone's giving their honest reviews, RB, but I respect the fact that, you know, you guys do deliver your honest thoughts on everything, which I appreciate. We miss you, brother. We miss you
Yep.
badly on here.
He popped in last week for a bit.
Yeah, I heard it. Someone said his pop-in was like a Mark Hamill level Skywalker showing up.
Wow.
Yeah, it
So
was.
great. So, yeah, much loved RB and First Cut and everything they're doing to Alex and Sabrina as well. All right, where are we up to next,
Andres.
Alex?
156 Impulse says, my friend said I was weird,
Andres,
not
sorry.
wired.
Yeah. Oh, weird.
Oh, weird.
Weird,
weird.
not wired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all the best people are weird, first
Yeah.
of all.
Yeah.
So, don't let anyone tell you you're weird and not take it as a compliment. That's a
Right.
compliment. But yeah, I'm curious. It's still, what did you say and how did you say it? Those two things matter. But I think everything can be forgiven if you are not like a total piece of shit, which it doesn't seem like you are. So I would just talk through it.
Also, like, you might be different than everybody else. You might be more sensitive. You might be more in tune with the world, in tune with emotions, empathetic. All those things are tough to navigate when you're a young man. Trust me, I had that issue. I felt so out of place amongst other dudes for a majority of my life because I was more willing to talk about feelings and sensitivity and all that kind of stuff. And it's weird. It's a weird thing, and you have to kind of navigate it as you go along. It will come in time. Just be patient with yourself. Be honest with yourself. But Steph's also right. Deliver things with tact. That's important too. All right.
All right, going back to Streamlabs, Charlie Brown says, speaking of American educational system, does anyone else think that reciting the Pledge of Allegiance at the beginning of every class seems a little bit cultish? Something I just realized as an adult. Curious to hear your thoughts.
Grenade.
I think they stopped. A lot of places stopped doing that, I thought.
Yeah.
I think so. If I'm not mistaken.
I wouldn't know. I'm not in school right now. I pass.
Yeah.
I think anything you say in unison is a little cultish. Like, I'll be in church with my mom, and when they do some of the prayers in unison, I'm like looking up to make sure that there's not possession going on because it's a little bit jarring when anyone is doing that. So
For the children.
in high school, I was a little shit. I think I heard the Pledge of Allegiance twice because I was oftentimes like 10 to 15 minutes late. So I missed every single one. I definitely got SARS too, or whatever it's called.
I had a teacher that had us sing Mammy's Little Baby Loves Shortening, Shortening. I don't know if you know that song. Not a song that a bunch of little white kids should be singing. And so that's, again, to tell you how my Nebraska experience. She had a beehive. This was not the 1960s. This was, no. So education. Stay in school, kids, but not certain school.
All right, next one from Popcorn. Hi, all. Alex, I saw you just watched Dear Zachary. How gut-wrenching was that? One of my favorite docs. For Sama also hurt me. What's everyone's favorite documentary?
Ooh, favorite documentary.
Favorite ever? That's tough. But I just finished the Allen versus Pharaoh documentary.
Oh my gosh, dude.
You guys haven't seen that.
I haven't seen the final ep, but I've been watching.
Wow.
Yeah.
These last two episodes have been like knockout punches. So, So that's been one that I've been kind of watching recently. But I think my favorite is still going to be
Spinal Tap?
Hoop
This is
Dreams.
Spinal Tap?
Hoop Dreams. Yeah, this is Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
Oh, Hoop Dreams is great. The Robin Williams one I thought was exceptional and heartbreaking.
Oh, Robin's Wish. Yes.
Oh, yes. I think the one that made me so upset and enraged and like really understand what had been and what happens to women in college campuses all the time is The Hunting Ground. I think I implore everyone to watch it if you haven't already.
Okay.
That one is great. And that Lady Gaga song in the credits.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the Gaga documentary. Gaga. No, that was really good. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
I didn't see
really,
it.
really good. And Wild Wild Country, I
Oh,
think, was one of my
yes!
favorite recently. Yeah, that one was like so. And I think Documentary Now does a spoof of it too, which is
my God.
pretty funny. So yeah. So
Speaking of musicals, Documentary Now does a great spoof on the Company musical. If you haven't seen that, fuck, man, because you can see the documentary on the making of Company. It's on YouTube. I think it's an 1.5-hour documentary. Dean Jones and all them. But then Documentary Now did a version. Oh my God, I was on the floor when that woman kept coming back because her eyes were messed up. Oh Jesus Christ, on the fucking ground.
I have to revisit. We didn't fit. I gotta go back to those and see
Those
some.
are great.
I didn't do them all.
Yeah, the only one I was going to throw out, sorry, just real quick. The only one I was going to throw out was 13th on Netflix. I just watched that in school.
Yes.
And just like, that's part of like being favorite documentaries. It's usually ones that just like stick with me. And then one really hard to watch is The Act of Killing. And
Oh yeah,
Sound
where they
of
bring
Silence.
him back.
Oh my God, you guys. Again, really dark subject, but about a genocide in Indonesia that just people kind of forgot about. And this documentary is like brings it forward. But yeah, there's some really powerful ones. And Man on a Wire is another one that like incredible. Just someone walking across the two towers with a balance beam. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna throw in Dear Zachary is very good. Also, one from this year is Collective. It's nominated for Best Documentary. Very good. It's like a narrative feature. Okay, next one from Ace Money. Welcome back, Brett and John. Missed you guys last week, but the ladies did an amazing job. Everyone watched live at the Roxy today on Roxy Strider's channel.
Yes.
Today is the celebration of her going live for 365 days in a row.
Nice. Yeah, that's seriously.
Much love to the Rocks.
Yes.
Also, Roxy managed the fuck out of Snyder, man. I almost wanted to see her on screen more than Snyder. It was amazing to watch her work. She knew exactly what to say to that fool, and it was as a player, I had to admire that in her skills as a manager. So shout out to Roxy. She was great in that match with Snyder and Burrow.
Tremendous.
Agreed.
Danny,
Right. Oh.
Danny, I'm coming for you, you son of a bitch. I'm coming for you.
Coming for you.
You motherfucker. Enjoy your victories, Dan Merle. I'm coming for you. I don't have the hat. That was.
You know that.
Yeah.
We all saw
That's
it though.
All right, Charlie Brown says, "Hi, Steph. What's the name of the samurai show? Also, Rocha, have you played Ghosts of Tsushima? Amazing.
Yes.
What is it called? I think it's
called
just called like.
Age of Samurai Battle for Japan.
Battle for Japan.
Okay, there you go.
Shit, I might put it on. Steph, God damn it. You're gonna talk me into watching it tonight. Yeah. I have played Ghost of Tsushima. I've only played a couple hours of it. I'm kind of obsessed right now with NHL 21. That's been my break. I've been playing NHL 21 on the PS5, so that's been kind of a nice break from the studying. Plus, I can listen and play along while I listen to questions that I recorded of myself asking. So best picture 19. I can answer that better. So
I want to give a shout out to Kate and I got a P.O. box and I got some goodies.
Nice.
And I got a PS4 from Eric Larson.
Oh my gosh.
Sent me a PS4 because I made that joke. I said, like, when you get your 5s, send me your 4s. And apparently people are that fucking generous.
that is
Holy
incredible.
cow.
I got a fart up mask.
Oh my god, no
Daniel
way.
Medina, who does the masks,
Jeez.
and he got a new one, a link one for my son that fits. And this is absolute insanity right here.
Wow, this is awesome.
Oh my God!
No way.
Wait, we gotta give Brett the main screen here. Hold
Wait,
on.
that is so. Who made that for you?
That is Randy Avenel? Avenel?
put it on screen again?
Avenel.
Yeah, put it on screen
well, here,
again.
I'll show you the. Here's this. Well, there's also a back. He made me sleeves.
What?
He made sleeves for actual
What?
Holy shit!
albums, and one of the songs is Lonnie, Mina Liebe. Lonnie, My Love is one of the songs. But yeah,
Wow.
I'll put the big one back up again. But this is like, insane.
Holy shit.
That pose.
So amazing. That is.
I thought I'd get some letters or something. We were just trying to be, like somebody said, you guys need to get a P.O. box. But yeah, very, very cool fans, and I appreciate you all. And even if you don't send me anything, I love you. I love you all. You guys are the best. And that just was really nice. Then Kate rushed down to give it to me once she got back. And it's
so dope.
Cool.
But the work that went into this.
Oh,
Yeah.
No. Holy cow.
Amazing.
Okay, well now we know where the donations went today. I mean,
Yeah. That's what happened. Yeah, and the PS4 is in my son's room, so that I could have an excuse to go in there and spend time with him.
Nice.
There
you go.
Because I'm like, you want this in your room? But I'll have to come in here and play.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes.
wow.
All right, where are we at, Alex? That's
awesome.
fantastic.
We got two more. One
All
from
right,
Embers.
As we got two more, we're $120 short of 500. So if someone wants to donate $120 in the next 5 minutes, it would be incredible to get us over 500 to start the week off right. So please, reach deep in your pockets there. All right, what do you got, Alex?
We got from Embers asking, did you already review / talk about Cherry? I did not like it. LOL. The Russos got to stop. What a mess. What was it even trying to say? Tom Holland is good, but all I hear is Spider-Man trying to rob the bank. I thought it was fine.
Alex, you were so
tried.
generous, dude.
They tried.
Dude, what did you see? Because we saw a different movie.
Alex
3
saw,
out of
I want to
5?
maintain my context to Apple TV Plus. That's what Alex saw.
Oh my God, man.
I respect
I
that.
like the filmmaking in it, at least. It's distracting. It's not fit for the movie necessarily, but I appreciated it.
But this is the second one, right? Because they did that 21 Bridges with Chadwick that didn't come
I don't
off
think they
well.
directed that.
No, but they produced it.
They produced it.
But they directed this one, right, Cherry?
They directed this
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
Nothing had screamed louder than we can be different from Marvel and than this movie.
Yeah.
Like they were trying so hard to show that they have something else up their sleeve, and it showed. I gotta tell you, and this might be another conversation for another time, but when you're an actor and you look young, it's disturbing. It looked like kids were shooting heroin in that movie. It was crazy. Tom Holland does not look like he's 23, 24. He doesn't look like he fought in Iraq War. None of it was clicking for me, man. I was so turned off. I have not been that.
Wow.
Not even in it's like a guilty bad. It just was like an uncomfortable watch. I don't. It's something weird about that. I can't really think of any other movie that's casted an actor. Yes, he might be the age of the part, but he looks so young that it was so uncanny for me.
Yeah,
And
Ciara Bravo is so miscast. She looks 12.
Yeah, I don't know. But if you guys liked it, that's awesome.
You guys are just getting older. You guys are getting older, so everybody looks so young now to you. That's how it goes.
I mean, he's older than me, man.
Alex looks 12 to me, for God's sake.
Yeah.
This is what happens as you get older. So.
Well, now Spider-Man's not saving you, Ryan. So
Yeah. You're not going to be in his musical.
I want to rob a bank.
Guess not. Guess not.
Nope. All right, what's the
Last one from 156 Impulse. I am a sensitive and I am an emotional man. I didn't think they want to hear what I said, and I said I was sad, and I felt my friend wasn't there for me.
Oh, okay, then fuck your friend. I think, obviously we weren't there. I don't know exactly what happened, but friends, create space for your friends to open up, be emotional, and say what's on their mind, obviously without offending you or anyone. Let people feel like they can come to you and confide in you. 156 Impulse, you deserve more. And I would reach out to the people who make you feel like you can open up to them and fuck the rest.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said.
One last one coming in under the wire. Mike Buxo says, Happy Monday, everyone. Thank you very much, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Much love to you. All right, well, let's wrap it up there. We're at past 12 o'clock. Thank you all so much for joining us here on a live version of SCN Live on a Monday morning, starting off the week so positively. Appreciated all your thoughts, all your comments. Thank you. We all thank you for your Streamlabs Superchats and SCHMOEDOWN. Thank you to Kristian Harloff for letting me sit in to host today. Thank you to Alex Marzoña. Thank you to Steph Sabraw. Thank you to Brad Sheridan. Thank you to Ryan Nilsen. Don't forget Brian and Rhett jumping on the studio Ryan and Brett, rather, jumping on the stereo app right now. They're going to have their show and have a fun conversation about everything. And don't forget Roxy Stryer, 1 p.m., her 365 days. She is celebrating her 1-year anniversary of doing her show. And if you'd be so kind, swing on over at 2 p.m. over to the Outlaw Nation channel for Game Time. Me, Jay, Winston, and JTE hanging out talking sports for a couple hours. So much love to all of you. Remember, SCHMOEDOWN is sign up for the Patreon. And it's Monday. Do something really positive for yourself. And come back and see us tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. PT for another episode of SEN Live. Peace.
And you guys, hey, if you love SCN Live, please check out Dan Murrell's podcast, All of My Movies. It's every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is the show where Dan pulls from his personal collection of Off the Shelf for a deep dive into stories behind how a movie was made and what these movies mean to Dan and film lovers everywhere. It's Wednesdays at 4 p.m., y'all. Check it out.